That old-time string band, Old Crow Medicine Show, makes its debut at the Old National Events Plaza Thursday night. The Grammy Award-winning group will bring their Circle the Wagons tour to the stage to celebrate 25 years of making classic songs like Wagon Wheel that we all know, Paint This Town, Sweet Amarilla, and Dixie Avenue. Joining us now to talk about the show is Old Crow's founder and frontman, Ketch Secor. Welcome to Daybreak. Good to have you with us.
Well, thanks. Hello, everybody. How you doing out there?
We're doing great. And like you mentioned earlier, you all have performed in the tri-state before. What is it like to come back to a familiar area where you know that your songs will be well received?
Well, I just love playing in the Hoosier State, especially when I get to do it along the banks of the Ohio. That's one of my most favorite songs, and we always love to sing it when we're in Vanderburgh County, Indiana. It's a beautiful place to play. There's a lot of traditional music history there with Bean Blossom so nearby, and the story of Bill Monroe just across the river in West Kentucky. So we'll be coming up from Nashville, and it just feels like a homecoming anytime we get the chance to play in Evansville.
Well, we appreciate that. Any influences or inspirations out of that southern Indiana, western Kentucky, Illinois area?
Well, I'd be remiss not to mention the Cougar. I think that John Cougar Mellencamp is probably one of the most iconic voices of all time. So, you know, we always think about him whenever we're playing up there. And you might, if you're lucky, get to hear our version of Jack and Diane.
Oh, what a great song. That's a great tune. That's a great tune. Now, are you ever surprised when you come to areas like Evansville and maybe people don't really know the story behind Wagon Wheel and how it kind of grew in the South in a grassroots kind of way?
Well, you know, it's a really unusual story for a country music hit to take us long to foment and become a household name, as has happened with Wagon Wheel. And of course, a lot of people think that it's a Darius Rucker song, and it is. And other people think it's a Bob Dylan song, and they're right too. But it was Old Crow Medicine Show and a song that I wrote when I was just 17 years old that really is the reason why we're all singing along to Rock Me Mama Like a Southbound Train, whether we're in Vincennes, Indiana or Henderson, Kentucky.
Actually, that's where our station is located, is in Henderson, and we're not far from Vincennes. So very good on your geography there. So what's your main goal in performing live? Is it entertainment, education?
I want to be able to connect with people no matter what town we're in and make them feel like we're a hometown act. And that's a unique prerequisite, you know, and it means you got to know your history and geography and you know, and make assumptions about what baseball team you root for in southern Indiana and get it right. And sometimes I get it wrong.
What would you say to those watching out there, maybe young kids that would like to pick up an instrument, whether it's the guitar or something else?
Well, you know, the blessing that instruments have been in my life for, you know, a quarter of a century and longer. I mean, I've been playing since I was a young child. And it's just a gift that continues to give both to me, the recipient, and to the others, audience members who received the gift of me making the music. So it's very reciprocal like that. And I want to encourage young people to pick up an instrument. But not only that, if you are, you know, 40 or 50 years old and you always wanted to play, but you think it's too late for you, you're wrong. It might just be that time to call up a local music teacher and say, you know, I always thought these hands couldn't do anything other than type or drive or do whatever my vocation is, but I'd like to challenge these hands to learn to play an instrument.
Is there a song you're going to play that's specific to Evansville or the tri-state when you come into town?
Oh, maybe Little Pink Houses, or maybe Ain't That America.
There you go. There you go. What about John Prine?
We'd love to do some John Prine. Maybe we'll sing one from right around Henderson County, Kentucky. We'll do that one called Daddy, Won't You Take Me Back to Muhlenberg County.
There you go. Yeah, it's
Paradise.
There you go. Perfect. Well, we're building your set list for you. Thank you so much, Ketch, for your time this morning.
Thanks,
we
guys.
look forward to seeing you live at the Old National Events Plaza in Evansville. We'll be right back.